Hi, I'm Allison. I'm a pharmacist and a holistic nutritionist, and today I'm going to talk about 5 ways to support your body when it's under stress. We're all under stress. Stress is inevitable. At some point in our lives, we are going to be under stress, and it's important to know and understand ways that we can help support our body when under stress to lighten the burden a little bit. I'm speaking from experience. I'm in the middle of the most stressful year that I've had so far in my life. And if I hadn't applied these strategies, I'm not sure where I would be. So the first one I'm going to talk about is sleep. When you're under stress, your body needs to sleep, and that's okay. Let it. Take naps, sleep at least 8 hours a night if you can. If you need help, you might need melatonin or valerian. Perhaps you need some pharmaceutical help to help you sleep. But sleep's important. That's how your body restores itself. And so let yourself sleep. Other things might be, if you're an introvert, you might need some downtime. That's certainly my case. If you're an extrovert, you might need time with people if you're under stress, just to help balance yourself out a little bit. The next thing I'll talk about is exercise and how that can really help mitigate the stress. Too much exercise, though, is not a good thing. So finding that balance. Yoga is a really great form of exercise that reduces stress. Hiking in the woods or hiking anywhere, going for a walk. Those types of exercise that don't actually put your body under more stress are great. Deep breathing is a really great exercise as well. Breathing in for 4 counts and exhaling for 4 counts puts your body in the parasympathetic system, which is the system of restoration. It's where your body needs to be in order to find healing and balance. The third way to help with stress after sleep and exercise would be good nutrition. It's really important to give your body whole, nutrient-dense foods, because inside of those foods are locked the nutrients that your body needs in order to function and do well when under stress. So when I mean whole, nutrient-dense foods, I'm often talking about vegetables. I'm talking about bright-colored foods. And that doesn't mean Skittles and Smarties. I'm talking about foods that at one time grew in the ground, and foods that don't come from packages, foods that don't come with ingredient lists. Those vegetables are what your body is crying for when it's under stress, or the nutrients in those vegetables. Try and go for all different colors. Leafy greens are a great one to eat because they're full of B vitamins and magnesium, which your body is crying for and rids itself of so quickly when it's under stress. Other foods that are really helpful when under stress would be healthy proteins like grass-fed meat, or say wild salmon is a really good one because it's got essential fatty acids, omega-3s, that will reduce inflammation and just help support the body when it's under stress. Healthy fats are also a very critical component of helping your body deal with stress because it helps balance your hormones. So healthy fats would be avocados, avocado oil, coconut oil, olive oil or olives, nuts like walnuts. All of those things are going to help support your body when it's under stress. Foods that are not going to help support your body under stress would be sugar. That's the number one thing. Just stay away from sugar. If you're under stress, don't eat it. Or foods that are full of sugar. Even eating a lot of really sugary fruits is not going to be a good thing for you when you're under stress. Coffee isn't the best when it's under stress, I'm afraid. If you're dependent on coffee and can't function without it, that's usually a sign that you're drinking too much, or your body's trying to tell you that it needs more nutrient-dense foods and B vitamins and other things to help support it. I think of coffee like a credit card. It gives you instant energy, but often you need to pay it back later at a higher interest rate. Alcohol, too, is not the best thing it's not your friend when you're under stress. And so pulling back on the alcohol when under stress is going to help support it. Other foods that could be supportive could be salt. If you're not somebody with high blood pressure and have never been told to pull back on salt, often people under stress have low blood pressure. And so eating a good amount of salt, especially if you're eating a whole foods diet, so you're not eating a lot of foods that have added salts put into them, you're going to need some salt. We need salt. And so good Himalayan or sea salt would be a good thing to try and add, usually about a teaspoon a day, again, if you're eating a whole foods diet. If you're eating a lot of packaged foods that already have a bunch of salts added, then I would not recommend adding that much salt because it might put you over the threshold. High glycemic foods are not going to be your friend under stress either. So eating a lot of baking and pasta and breads and those types of foods that spike and drop your blood sugar are not going to be the best choice when you're under stress. So the fourth thing after foods and nutrient-dense foods to help support your body under stress would be supplements. Some people like to supplement, and that's not a bad thing. The number one supplements that I would recommend when you're under stress would be vitamin C. That's the number one supplement when under stress, because your body, again, just chews through vitamin C, B vitamins, and magnesium. So all three of those supplements would be good ones to take when under stress. Essential fatty acids like omega-3s is a good one to take. Another one would be herbs, adaptogenic herbs like ashwagandha or rhodiola can be really helpful. The fifth way that you can help support your body when under stress is just mindfulness. Paying attention, being aware of what it is that's going on. Is it a stress that you have any control over or not? Sometimes you do have control, sometimes you don't. Sometimes it's a scheduling thing. Sometimes we just overschedule ourselves. You know, look back on your week and think, did I say yes to a bunch of things that I really didn't even want to do? Learn how to say no more if you need to, and you'll know if you're one of those people. Is there any joy in your calendar? Are you planning things that you like to do? Are you planning massages or walks, time with friends, movies? Or is there self-care activities in your everyday life? And if not, perhaps you need to bring some more in there. Laughing puts us into the parasympathetic system. And so that's where we want to be. That's the system of the place your body needs to be in when you want to restore it. And so watching silly movies or spending time with people that make you laugh is something to be mindful of. Do you have FOMO syndrome, fear of missing out? Are you one of those people that has to go to everything even though you don't even want to go? You just don't want to miss anything? Because if you are, pay attention. Maybe you don't need to even be there. Are we overscheduling our kids? Do we need to pull back and really think about where it is that we're spending our time? In order for us to help others, we need to have a full cup first. We need to fill ourselves up first and focus on us. Just like in the airplane when they talk about how you need to use your oxygen mask before you help others, it's the same thing. You need to make sure that you are filling yourself up first before you can help others. Do you have a self-care list? Because if you don't, put one on your phone. Write down all the things that you love to do and then spend time doing them. Do you have unrealistic expectations of yourself and of others? Because that's a big one too. Sometimes we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to accomplish all the things on our to-do list that's an arm length long, but really the expectations weren't realistic in the first place. And so those are ways that we can reduce stress. So the 5 things again are sleep, exercise, good nutrition, and pulling out the bad nutrition, supplements, and mindfulness. I hope that you can find ways to help support your body under stress because it really can make a huge difference.